Hello, it's Monday, it's 12:30 and it's a brand spotlight. And today I have got my very good friend Sarah Clay. Excited to have you here. Hi Sarah, how are you doing?
Hello, Sapna. I'm excited to be here too. I'm very well. How are you?
Lovely. And you're wearing your brand colours, so you're already very on brand. So big tick already. Sarah is winning. I'm good, thank you. So we've got quite a lot to go through, but I thought I'd first open it up to you to introduce yourself.
Thank you. I am a LinkedIn trainer and I work with corporates. I help them understand what LinkedIn is and I help them get their teams onto LinkedIn, which is kind of why I'm here. So last September, I published my book, Employee Advocacy on LinkedIn. I started out training entrepreneurs how to use LinkedIn and owner managed businesses. And I soon realized that actually there was a big gap with companies. They were putting dreadful content on their company pages, which was so drab and dry. It was unbelievable. And they weren't getting any engagement on their company page posts. So I reflected back many years ago when I was running social media for pubs and how I used to get all of the bar staff involved in the social media. We had lots of fun times doing that. And I thought, hang on a minute, why don't we do this with corporates? Why don't bigger companies use their employees as well? So I started to dig around and realized that there was a thing called employee advocacy. So I thought, right, I'm going to write a book about this because nobody knows what it is. I think there was one book written about it at that point. And so I wrote my book. And as I did all my research, I thought, well, I should just be doing this. I shouldn't just be writing a book about it. I should be helping companies do this. So I started to sort of put some feelers out, got some clients with smaller companies. And now I'm working with bigger companies and talking to bigger companies about how to do this and how to make it work. So the reason I'm here today is because I'm in this period of transition and I want to appeal to the bigger companies. And it is working, definitely, but I need to make this happen faster. So I was hoping that you might be able to give me some tips.
Fantastic. Well, that's a really clear brief. Thank you, Sarah. So, just to summarize, you've been working with one to one clients. You wanted to work with bigger clients, as a lot of people who are watching might be wanting to work with corporates and bigger clients. You wrote the book, realized that there was a need for this, and so you're now transitioning to working with corporates. And that's something that I come across time and time again. The business owner wants to make a change in the business. And so, change in the brand and the messaging and the positioning are all a part of that. For you, the book was a major trigger as well. Do you want to just flash it up again? There
There it
we are.
is.
Yeah, employee advocacy on LinkedIn.
One of three books on employee advocacy and the only book about employee advocacy for LinkedIn. There you go.
Great plug there. So, without further ado, we will move to your LinkedIn, seeing as you're a LinkedIn trainer. And this is the first landing point when people come and find you. So, these are all testimonials, right?
Yes, they are
Yes,
indeed.
lovely. You're using your LinkedIn carousel, which is brilliant.
Yeah, so normally if I only had one banner, I wouldn't just have this as my only banner because it doesn't say enough about who I am and what I do.
Yeah,
But because it's one of five, I thought that would actually be a good one. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, is that the first one that people land on? Does it always land on the same one? That because I don't know enough about the LinkedIn
it
carousels.
moves. So it moves. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think, I'm not sure which is the first one. I think that's well, you can see now we're on the third, now we're on the second. This is the first one. We're on the
One.
second one. Did
Right.
you see the bar at the bottom?
Yeah.
The dots. The bar is which one we're
Yeah.
on.
So number one, big tick, Sarah, on your number one slide is that it's got you and your book. Now I know everybody's got their face on their LinkedIn profile, but I think especially as you've got these things twirling round, it's quite nice to just have that. Your face is so expressive as well and wonderful, and you've got these distinctive hair, and you look like you're having so much fun. You get in your flavour of what it's like to work with you as well. You know everything about brand colours, so I don't even need to go there with you. Wear your brand colours. And we just found out actually that Sarah wears purple and orange all the time. She literally lives her brand, whereas I wear my red only when I'm working. Take off the red and then I am in mum mode or play mode. But you absolutely have got it through you like a stick of rock. It's brilliant because you've got the book, you've got the speaking, you've got testimonials. There's not a lot I can say in terms of content. You've nailed it, which if you hadn't nailed it on LinkedIn, we'd all be a little bit worried, right? You say who you work for. I think graphically they could be a little bit more compelling.
Yes, they're a bit boring, aren't they? I realized that yesterday and I thought we
Right.
need to do a redesign.
Yeah. I mean, I think this bit here is probably not necessary. It kind of adds a bit of black and white into what is a very colourful slide, and it would allow your book to maybe come up bigger and maybe have some type here that is bigger. I don't really see the point of that. I love the picture of you holding the book, but I just think this could be a bit less fussy as a banner. Maybe
Yeah.
have that all in the orange and have some white type there, much bigger. I'm not, that could say why I'm employee advocacy, but it'd be a lot cleaner than having this image.
Yeah. I thought the reason I put that there is because it's inside the book, and I thought it was a kind of let's have a look inside. But actually, you wouldn't know that, would you? Now I'm looking at it, you wouldn't know that was what it was. And you're right, it looks a bit.
Yeah, especially because it's all black and white and the
Yeah.
rest of it's very colourful. I think it detracts. And it's a bit like, oh, what is that? So with this, that's fairly bland.
Yes, it is, isn't it? You're right.
It could be improved with your face.
Yeah.
Typo there, actually. All its forms doesn't have a.
Oh, yes, you're right. Thank you for that. It's me very late on a Sunday night thinking, oh,
That's
gosh, I'm on Saturn's programme tomorrow. I better get something on.
rumbled. LinkedIn. I mean, it's great that you've got your Sarah Clay. So it's great that you're saying that. A punchy way of doing that might be with the symbols.
Oh, yeah. Good point. I like that.
Words. And I think marketing agency is just a bit bland.
A bit bland. You're right. It's interesting. I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking all of those things as I'm looking at it.
It's fresh eyes, isn't it? This is what happens with fresh eyes. I think I skipped over this one. Love the image of you. Love the colours. Again, this could be made bigger and run along a line. I think this is weak.
Yeah, it is. You're right. I'm agreeing.
Yeah. So you probably don't need. You could probably just go LinkedIn and employee advocacy training, and then just put CEOs, C-suite sales teams.
Yeah.
But like, just you don't need all employees really. I think you've pretty much got it there. But it just feels a bit tiny. And think how small people see it when it's on your phone. That type needs to be bigger and more impactful. So this is brilliant because you've got trust really massive as to what you.
That's the most important one. Hooray.
On LinkedIn. And again, you've got the picture of you speaking, which is great as well. Notice that Sarah has left this area blank because this is where your photo goes. So that's brilliant as well. A good little tip there. I sometimes put a pattern behind that just to lift it a bit. You've got your logo, but it does tend to be a little bit cut off there. So I don't know if you'd want to reposition that.
Interesting. Let's have a look when we get back.
And again there, I mean, I just think, again, it looks a little bit bland. I would actually dot some of those. I'd probably rejig the layout slightly and pepper those. Like you could have one of them on here because this is a really boring slide. Some of your testimonials, you could break them up and maybe you could have another one here. Maybe you could have LinkedIn Advocacy training for CEO, CC, and then have a quote here.
Yes. So, although, yeah. So, in full
confession, bits of greatness here.
Yeah.
And actually, let's get those testimonials scrolling through.
So I messaged my designer this morning and said, I think I need you to do my LinkedIn banners for me because I just did them myself. So yes, I'm really grateful for all this. Yeah.
It's cut off there, by the way, just to answer your question. Now we're going to quickly go to your website. Has that been helpful so far?
Yeah, it has. It's really good.
Yeah, cool.
Note to designer, just do it better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking at your LinkedIn copy because I'm assuming as a LinkedIn trainer that your LinkedIn copy is on point. I normally would look at that as well, but I'm leaving that for now. So let's have a look at your website. Do you want to start at the very top and then scroll down?
So obviously this is all in transition. So this is how it was previously, and it will be changing any day now. But it would be great to get your eyes on it.
Gorgeous picture of you, absolutely stunning, wonderful, welcoming, lovely. Helping entrepreneurs and small business, I'm taking it that copy's all going to be changing.
Yes.
To say exactly who you are working with now. What's it going to be saying?
I can't remember the top of my head. I think it's just helping businesses and organizations and CEOs.
Okay. Cool. So as long as there's a link between what you're saying on your LinkedIn and what you're saying on your website, let's scroll down. I do love the photography of you, actually, Sarah.
Thank you. I shall pass that on to.
Who is your photographer? Give them.
So I have various. I swap each time. I use a different one, which is maybe not great. But this one was my very good friend Tom Marillion, who doesn't normally do portrait photography, but yes, he did me a favour a few years ago now.
Right, okay. Really nice that you use your colours consistently everywhere you show up, which is great for brand recognition. You are now also saying for you, your business and your team, which is great,
Yeah.
which I suppose that's going to be more prominent then, isn't it?
Yeah, and things like LinkedIn, small business owner, the team up to 40. This is no longer where I'm
Yeah,
sitting. I'm sitting in a bigger space. So, yeah, this will all the words will slightly different, but the design will be pretty much the same.
yeah. Keep scrolling. Bit
Uh,
like you're in a band there.
and that one.
Yeah, moody, sort of like Tracy Thorn in Everything But the Girl. Okay, and then should we just have a look at so I love the way I love the look of your site now. It's really bright, it's very you. You're not wearing purple and orange there,
Well,
that's
it's kind of ish, It's,
it
but it matched the wall, so I had to
does
wear.
match,
Why I became an trainer, which I think is staying on because I think it's
yeah.
relevant to keep that
The
on.
one thing I would do with
Mm.
your photography, one thing I would say is there are a lot of photos of you.
Yes, too many.
And it's great that you are front and center and welcoming people into your world as soon as people land, but people kind of want to see you in action. So as you're wanting to work with more companies and
Mm.
doing more larger team training, get a photographer into those rooms and get some shots of you delivering in that situation because people want to see what you look and feel like in those situations. Perhaps even a videographer. So you've got some moving images of you delivering that kind of stuff, and you can just have that in the background at the top of your website, with the sound off.
Yeah, brilliant. Because
But
this is all what's happening as we make the transition. Yes.
but you've got a husband who does video, doesn't he? So he's
I have a speaker reel now, yes, so I can get that up. Yeah.
so that'll be going on there as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Fantastic. And I love that you've managed to combine it all in the one site.
Yeah, as I progress, I will be creating a different website, which is called Sarah Clay Speaker. I have the domain. So that will happen. But just for the moment, I just didn't have the mental capacity to be setting up a brand new website. It was just too much. So I just thought I'll put it on here for now and let's think about that as we go forward.
Maybe I should take a leaf out of your book and actually just put a page on my website for now as well. So I think that's pretty much everything we've got time for today. Has that been helpful?
It has, thank you. It's been great. And just as you say, looking at it with fresh eyes, looking at my banner and thinking, actually, they are a bit rubbish and a bit plain. But so that's been brilliant and great that you and I are on this very similar wavelength with regards to the changes that are coming to my website as well. So thank you for those to verify that what I'm doing is the right thing to do.
Fantastic. Thank you for coming on here today, Sarah. So, if you're interested in being on Brand Spotlight and getting my expert eyes on your brand, we've now got an application process because we've got so many people waiting. So, fill in the form, it'll be in the comments, and I hope to see you on here. Thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.
Thanks, Sapna. Bye.